sponsored by our friends over at Sparrow Financial. And if we're talking about Game of the Week, we're, of course, talking about our own Amanda Keene joining us from the sidelines. Amanda, Daniel, arguably the most dominant team in the state this year, so Clinton, certainly a daunting task on the horizon.
Absolutely. And when we talked to a few of the staff ahead of the game, they were feeling pretty confident. They just had a lot of hopes. They're like, this is our year. We're looking really good. We're 11-1, coming off of a 500 year last year. Clinton was feeling very confident coming into today's game. But this is a hard place to play in. Daniel absolutely showing out with the crowd, so loud. But Clinton also bringing a very hefty fan base as well. So at the end of the day, it was going to come down to who showed out on the field. Clinton going head-to-head with Daniel. The Lions with the home field advantage and the playoff experience needed. 10:50 to go. Daniel ball, 0-0. Trent Pierman launches this one to Mason Kelly. The Lions strike first as he gets into the end zone. It's 7-0 Daniel. 2 minutes later, Pearson over the top to Eli Merck. What a catch as he brings this one down and continues all the way into the end zone. Let's take a look at this one again. Over the top, just incredible catch. 14-0 Lions. 1:30 left in the quarter. Pierman to Merck again. This time he's going to show his speed. 55 yards to the house. Daniel cruising in the first quarter. 21-0. Second quarter, much of the same. Daniel dominating the drive. Pierman takes this one himself, but the ball is poked out. Watson Young, the big man, jumps on it. It's a touchdown. That's how the night is going for the Lions. Incredible performance as the touchdowns keep rolling in. Now the final score in this one, 52-7. Yes, that is a playoff score, 52-7. Daniel showed up. And when I talked to head coach Jeff Fruster after the game, and he's always reserved when he chats with us, but he was really proud of this team. He said a lot of game planning went into this offense. They knew they had to put points up on the board. At the end of the day, that's what wins football games. And he was really proud of his offense for being able to execute, make that conversion into first down, and really just continue with the way that they were playing. And of course, that incredible athleticism that you saw from Pearson and Merck, they had wonderful games. But then on the other hand, they held Clinton to just 7 points. It was actually 7 points that they scored in the fourth quarter. So they almost held them scoreless for this one. And Coach Fruster said that they knew defense was 100% going to be the key, that Clinton could absolutely put points on the board. And they just came into this game with a game plan specifically built around defense and their scheme. They wanted to hold them to nothing. Of course, they were able to get a little bit at the end there, but this Daniel team just really showed why they are one of the best teams in the state of South Carolina. Now, of course, I had to ask Coach if he was able to enjoy this win tonight, if they're going to be able to enjoy it this week. He says you get 24 hours. That's what he always says. You get 24 hours to enjoy it, and then they are back to work as they head to the upper state championships, Aaron. And we've seen such incredible things out of this Daniel team, and I think we're going to continue to see excellent things. And of course, they're going to have home field advantage next week in the upper state. And again, like I said, this is a tough place to play, Aaron, and really looking forward to seeing them continue on this journey.
And Amanda, one of the most impressive things about this Daniel team, before we let you go, is, you know, the Lions have won every single game this year, and they won every single game by double digits. But it still seems like they have a humble mentality where they go into every single contest playing as if it's going to be a close game at the finish. Are they as dominant a team as we've seen in the upstate so far?
They are, and you're really right when you talk about being humble. I've, of course, was on the sideline with them today, and I got to see how they interacted with each other after they made those big plays, after they made those big runs, and it was all about lifting each other up. There were a few times that they had to pump the ball away. That's just the game of football, and they didn't hang their heads. They didn't feel like they didn't do a good job. They were putting each other up, and I'm really excited to see how they do going forward, Aaron.
Amanda, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit.